this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. No but in you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow
We got black coffee and green tea. Sugar and cream is over there. You go do all that yourself. Fuck, we look like Starbucks.
Can I get a caramel macchiato with oat milk? Because I'm lactose intolerant.
I don't give a what you allergic to, I give you the coffee and you go gay it up on your own time. If you want to turn your coffee into a homosexual, you do it yourself. We ain't got no English muffins, but we got ham sandwiches with or without cheese. Wham! All these coffee shops should be ashamed of themselves. $10 coffee. All I charge is $4.67. Plus gratuity. And just a few more questions on the iPad. Hey, it ain't mandatory, but it's strongly suggested. We ain't working for free now. Oh, you like the Wi-Fi? Well, we like when people buy shit. If you bought something, the Wi-Fi name is DeAndre's Good Ass Coffee, password, Swole Pole the Dick Slanger. All one word. If you ain't gonna buy no coffee, you can go shit yourself outside. Bathrooms for customers only, too. Hey, man, even in the coffee shop, baby, you gotta have that fire on you. Bathroom pen is $69.69. Hey, man, quit coming in here asking to start open mic in my coffee shop. Man, don't nobody want to hear all them virgins telling ass-eating jokes. The people ain't f***ing nobody. Hey, and y'all people that be doing that spoken word, that's over with, because them people don't wear deodorant. Listen here, man, I'm tired of the attitude coming from them free bleeding hoes. I ain't no open mic spoken word. Coffee, tea. Coffee, tea. Oh, and we got ham sandwich. Hey, we ain't doing no hip-hop night. SoundCloud don't f*** you, and neither do I. Take that shit down the road to the spa. You can tell them same poems to them mother while they shave y'all wolf put sad assholes.
Especially when the hoes have got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they plan. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they plan. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
And only washing your white laundry, so your linens, socks, and undershirts will look fresher than ever. By focusing just on white laundry, our prices are 25% lower than the other guys. Plus, get an extra 10% discount by singing our slogan at the register. Hope to see you soon. Hi. It's Tom again from the laundromat that's been in the news, and I really want to apologize. I definitely should have realized that the name Whites Only Laundry sounds racist, is racist, and that was not my intention at all. But we've changed the name and fixed the problem. Whites Only Laundry is now No Coloreds Laundry. It still gets across that we can't wash colored clothes without any of the racial connotations of whites only. Plus, to make up for our terrible mistake, come on in before Friday and you'll get yourself a free t-shirt. Just don't wash it here because it has all these colors on it. Hi.
Man, what's going on, everybody? I don't know. I thought those two things I said, that shit was hilarious. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the after party. I am Cannon Hotel. Oh, man. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me because you could be anywhere right now. So give yourselves a round of applause, man. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. What a great show by HJ and Unc tonight. What a fantastic show by HJ and Unc. Oh, man, I'm trying to get my music all squared away. I think, like, YouTube, y'all. So if y'all was here last week, right, for the after party, right? If y'all was here last week for the after party, YouTube did some dirty shit, all right? YouTube killed the stream like 5 minutes in, talking about music strike. And I'm like, it's the same fucking music I've been playing for the last 5 years. all non-copyright music for the last 5 years. And now all of a sudden there's a goddamn problem. It's a damn problem. So we butt naked tonight on the music until I get it squared away. We butt naked on the music tonight. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Going to donate to the channel. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Kick subscriptions. Kick's the VIP, man. Kick subscriptions, always welcome, okay? Sharing is caring, guys. Go ahead and gift that subscription over there on Kick. Go ahead and gift a subscription over there on Kick, and somebody will gift you a subscription right back, man. Period, full stop. Anyway, what a fantastic show by HJ and Knock. Fantastic show, okay? You know, you don't get no better than Hotep's Been Told You, unless you're here at the after party. You know, unless you're here hanging out with me at the after party, you don't get no better than Hotep's Been Told You. All right, man. So you know what? That's like, first off, where the fuck y'all be at on Wednesday nights? That's what I want to know. It's movie night on Wednesday night. We be showing some fucking fire on the goddamn on Kick. All right. All right. Shout out to Willie Will, my man. Willie Will he always, you know, he not a taker. You know, Willie Will, Montoya, you know, Anamanga fan, they not takers. He always, you know, donating. But they be in the spot. They be in the place to be on Wednesday nights for movie night. Now, last night we watched American Ultra, which was a pretty damn good movie, be honest with you. It wasn't a bad movie. It was a pretty good movie. You know, basically telling you about the MK Ultra experiments by way of cinema. Just like they always do with any movie. You know, they showing us what they actually be doing to us. You know, people, and they had this dude, look, he had a touch of autism, and they used him and made him some fucking killer. Great fucking movie. All right, we watched A Clockwork Orange the week before, right? Cassius came in the building. We about to test that theory you had last week. We watched A Clockwork Orange last week, okay? Ass and titties all over the screen. We had ass and titties all over the screen, 70s titties. We had 70s titties all over the stream. Okay? Full frontal nudity. Look, we wasn't watching none of that old shit, okay? We wasn't watching no fucking snuff shit, okay? It was, you know, Stanley Kubrick movie that, again, MK Ultra, keeping with the theme. You know? You was there for half the movie, Hotep J? Yeah, is that Joan that had 70s Bush in it? Y'all missed it. We be having fun. We watched Tenet. We watch The Creator. I be picking some fire and we be watching that shit, and it's always got a theme. It's always got a theme, because you know they got to tell us what they doing to us, right? And they do a lot of that shit through cinema. So when I show a movie on Hotep Film Society, when I show a movie on Hotep Film Society, understand that I'm trying to teach you something, okay? I'm trying to learn you something, okay? We watched Wag the Dog. Okay, which is what we're seeing right now. I just want to let y'all know that, right? I want to let y'all know, all right, if you were here and you were watching the movie Wag the Dog, okay, that's what we're seeing right now with this Donnie T shit. This is what we're seeing with this Donnie T shit, okay? We're seeing all this Wag the Dog bullshit is what we're seeing right now. They showing Donnie T, oh, he's out there partying with Epstein and all this other shit. We already know that Donnie T and Epstein was cool until Epstein tried to R-word one of his employees fucking ticket from going to the Grifties. Anyway. New Jersey, you ain't shit. New Jersey, highway, whatever the fuck you guys are, you New Jersey DOT, whatever. Y'all ain't shit. I got a fucking easy pass. And y'all trying to charge me out. Y'all what they charge me? What did they charge me for this shit? Let me tell you what they charged me for this shit. I had a fucking easy pass. I got money on my fucking easy pass. $64 fucking dollars. You bitches. I had to pay a $64 ticket because their little shitty ass system couldn't pick up my easy pass. Call them up there trying to plead my case. They act like they don't know. Oh, I don't know. I mean, are you sure you had it? Like, motherfucker, is fucking plastered in my window. New Jersey MDOT ain't shit. I don't know how y'all live in New Jersey. But I digress. Anyway, we knew that Donnie T and Epstein was cool until Epstein tried to R-word one of his employees' kids, and then it was persona non grata at that point. I think that's when Donnie T found out exactly what he was. You know what I mean? But they're gonna run that stuff, right? They're gonna run those things. It's gonna be interference. What I think it is, yo, I really look. You run it down like this. It's all a dog and pony show. It's a song and dance. I think they're doing it as a distraction. I think it's happening as a distraction. Right? People are going to talk about the surface level bullshit, and then they're going to turn around and make some big shit happen. That's just me. Now, I don't know what direction the big shit's going to be in. I don't know if it's going to be to the detriment of us or to the benefit. I don't know. What they're going to do is keep everybody distracted with this dumb shit. Right? While they play some 4D chess. Okay? This is what's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be super fun to watch the left, right? Who've been calling for like the death of Elon and vandalizing people's cars and all of this other shit, right? Do a complete heel turn and start supporting them again. I'm going to say that again. It's going to be crazy to watch the left, right? What's going on, Montoya? Who've been demonizing Elon, dragging his name through the mud. He's a drug addict. Da 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 da. They're going to do a complete heel turn and start to support Elon again, simply because it looks like he's going against Donald Trump. Mark my words. So all of the shit that they've been against, all of the Doge shit and all of that other stuff, they're going to be inadvertently voting for all of that shit, cuts and fucking making the Doge whatever the fuck it was that Doge did. What they do? They found $100 billion. They're going to be for reallocating that money. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're going to be for. Like it's like they got the memory of a fucking goldfish. Right? They're true NPCs. True NPCs. Now, I'm the first person to tell you this shit. I told you guys, I said, I don't know what to think about Elon. Shout out to NK11 with the gift of sub. Exactly, Pop. Exactly, Pop. Exactly. If I was you guys, I'd be buying Tesla stock tomorrow. All right? I'm buying Tesla stock tomorrow. But these same people are going to be all for that shit. Now, this is allegedly what's supposed to be the problem, is that Elon is like, the big beautiful bill is a bad bill, right? Now, I told you guys, I said I'm all for the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. I like the fact that that bill, allegedly the bill has something in there where they're going to take suppressors off of the NFA. You know what I mean? I think that's fucking, just give them a round of applause for that shit. You know what I mean? As well as the tax on tips and no tax on overtime and all this other stuff. I think that's fantastic. Now, the $4 trillion spending increase, that shit was just I'm like, wait a minute, pump the brakes on that shit. Why are we doing that? Like, we need to be cutting the cost. Okay? I'm just saying. Right now, Elon is saying like, "Hey, we need to make the Doge cuts permanent. We need to," and I agree. It's too much redundancy in government. I think what Doge did was the Lord's work. You know what I mean? As far as like limiting the scope of government, you got too many hands in the pot. You got too many agencies doing the same thing allegedly, all just money laundering. I agree with that. But for this falling out that Trump and Elon are having, I think this shit is just, this is some kayfabe. Okay? This is some kayfabe. All right, it's all orchestrated. It's all artificial. It's all made up. That's what I think. I think we're gonna find it out sooner than later. You know, but like I told you guys, I still don't trust Elon. I think what he was doing with Doge was great. You know what I mean? I think that what he was doing with Doge was great. However, like I told you, I don't know if he's Tony Stark. I don't know if he's Bruce Wayne or if he's fucking Lex Luthor. I don't know. Now you got him and Trump bickering back and forth. You know, they bickering back and forth. You got people, look at this shit. You got a fucking cat turd yelling at Alex Jones. Trump needs to respond ASAP. I noticed he did not take questions at his public meeting today. Here go cat turd. F you, you sellout. Oh my gosh. Then you got Elon just stoking the flames. Look at this shit. That real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason why they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Again. Lex Luthor with autism. That's funny. You know what I mean? But it's just, I think this shit is all a song and dance. This is some WWE shit, like HJ said. All this shit is some WWE nonsense, like HJ said. Period. Period, full stop. So, I mean, pay attention to it, right? Pay attention to it. But what I'm telling you guys is, pay attention to it, but don't pay attention to it. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. I think the big beautiful bill is doing more good than harm. I can't say that Elon's butthurt because his job, he could only do what he was doing for like 130 days or some shit like that. It ain't like Trump kicked him out. He was able to do what he was supposed to do with Doge for 130 days. He could do that shit every year. So for every 130 days or whatever it is, or every year for 130 days, they could do a Doge thing. I just think this shit is all fake. I think it's all made up. The minute I started hearing it, I just was like, okay, here we go with some good distractions. Some good distractions. So if you want a good good soap opera, break out your popcorn and your goobers and shit, and that's what we're about to see with this shit. They're going to use this. They're going to have this. Going to have all the Roland Martins and the Rachel Maddows and the Jake Tappers. They're going to be all over this shit. All over it. You even going to have Fox News pundits all over it because they're going to be distracting. They're going to be distracted from something else, and I don't know what that something else is. I just think that this shit right here is just a good opportunity for the left hand not to see what the right hand's doing. Rascal said nobody talking about their real ID anymore. Yep. Their real ID. Yep. I got one. I got mine in 2001. I ain't have a choice. If I wanted my driver's license, I had to get fucking real ID. If I wanted to keep driving, we didn't have no options to opt out of it. You know? But now they got it so that you can't even travel with that shit. That's crazy. And they was like, well, it's to make sure that you're a citizen of the United States of America and that you know that it's legit. But I'm like, so why the fuck is illegals getting real ID? Why are illegals getting real ID? Somebody explain that to me. I'm just saying. Somebody got to explain that to me. I think it was J.A. Shout out J.A. She said she had a theory that real ID gonna replace passports. I was like, damn, that's actually a good take. That shit is actually a good take. It might actually replace passports. I can see that. I can definitely see that. You know. But I don't know. That Real ID shit, I thought it was crazy from Jump Street. I thought the Real ID shit was crazy from Jump Street. But it was like, if you want to continue driving and you have your DOTs and driving trailing, you got to have that shit. This shit is wild to me, yo. Anyway. So let's get to some shit that I missed. So now, guys, full disclosure. Your boy Cannon Hotep been dealing with some family issues. You know, nothing crazy. Nothing, you know, like the family's still together. We're still intact. Everything's still cohesive. It's just got some shit going on that it requires my immediate attention. So that's why I haven't been streaming as much as I usually stream, because, you know, real man shit is on the, you know, is in the midst, and I gotta go be a man and deal with that real man shit, essentially. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Real family men and stuff out here, knowing you gotta do what you gotta do to make things happen around these parts. You know, so I've been streaming as much as I usually stream, but I still been kind of paying attention to some shit, half-assed, kind of, sort of. So the one thing I really wanted to talk about is this. So this is one of the topics that I would have talked about if I was streaming. So we had this guy, right? So the guy, what did he do? He went. So you had the illegal citizen, or illegal citizen, Jesus, the illegal immigrant. I'm trying to be politically correct. You had the illegal immigrant that fucking was firebombing people. Is that what was going on? He was fucking like throwing Molotov cocktails on people in Colorado. What the fuck is going on in Colorado? What the fuck is going on in Colorado? I appreciate that, Fuego. You know, you got, you know, appreciate that. Yo, so what the fuck is, so in Colorado, you let a bunch of illegals, they took over your fucking, your apartment complexes, and you guys just fucking laid the fuck down. You laid the fuck down. Oh, Lordy, what we gonna do? We can't fight back. Why the fuck can't you? And I said that shit then. Now you got this dude that was firebombing people, throwing Molotov Somebody should have shot the shit out that nigga. See, this is why your Second Amendment rights are important here. Okay? This is why they're important here. The right to keep and bear arms. And that's why sometimes being a citizen of Baltimore City, sometimes I'm not mad about the illegal guns. You know why? Because that shit would not have happened in Baltimore City. Let me tell you what you haven't heard happening in like a city like Baltimore. Okay, now I'm not giving a pass for that violence. I'm not. All right? I still carry a gun because of these niggas. Okay? But this is what you haven't seen. Have you ever heard of a fucking mass shooting happening in a Baltimore City public school? I'll wait. No, you haven't. Have you ever heard of a mass shooting happening in Baltimore City at any event? No. No, you haven't. You know why? Because as much as these niggas out here being niggas, somebody's strapped. So it's safe to say that if you had this dickhead that was out here in Colorado throwing fucking fire on people, that nigga would have got laid down immediately. He'd have got laid down immediately. It'd have been 3 niggas standing over them with the look what the fuck I did face. They'd have been posing with this nigga. Or fucking wig pushback. Nigga standing over, yeah, we popped that nigga, yo. We popped dummy. That's exactly what you said on the news. Nah, yo, so right, we was down here at Artscape, right? And this nigga come out of nowhere with the cocktails. And he started throwing me. You know, it's kids and shit around, so we had to lay dummy down. Real shit. That's how it would have sounded. That's how that shit would have sounded on the news. That's how that shit would have sounded. Your Second Amendment is it needs to be absolute. It's not up for interpretation, period. I'm even for no Like, you shouldn't even have to register your gun. You shouldn't have to have a fucking permit. An armed society is a polite society. A lot of these criminals out here ain't gonna pop you if they know that 9 times out of 10 the motherfucker that they might target might get their ass first. World's fucking dangerous. If somebody got murder on their mind, they're gonna figure it out. They out here banning guns, and this nigga was lighting motherfuckers on fire with Molotov cocktails. You know, they always find a way. They always find a way. So why can't we protect ourselves? Why do they make all of these hurdles and hoops for protecting ourselves? He looked crazy as shit. It's more people out there with cameras fucking catching this nigga having a whole mental meltdown with one of the fucking bottles in his hand. Somebody should have knocked this nigga fucking block off. But no, America's becoming so neutered that everybody's afraid to fucking defend themselves because they're afraid of the consequences that's going to come behind it. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Where is it at? I think, did I put it on here? Yeah, it's right here. Sorry, guys. And I agree with this dude. Listen to this shit. I'm right here with him.
My tire shredded on the expressway. Motherfucking window broke. Got that shit fixed. Can't see through that motherfucker. That's how I like it. Anyway, come to AutoZone to pick some shit up. So, I'm coming out the store. I'm minding my motherfucking business, right? Little young dreadhead ass nigga started walking up to me. Now, I see why white people so stereotypical of these fucking niggas. You walk up to me with some nappy ass motherfucking dreads with your pants hanging below your motherfucking ass, nigga, you suspect. Anyway, long story short, little nigga started walking up to me, so shit, fuck that shit, I conceal carry, nigga. I carry my shit all the time, so I'm already ready for him. This nigga come up to me, hey big homie, where you from? I'm looking at this nigga, I ain't say shit, I kept walking. Hey, I said, where the fuck you from? I said, who the fuck you talking to, nigga? He said, I'm talking to you. Like, man, what the fuck you doing with that blue on around here? I say, nigga, blue? You mean my motherfucking coat I got on? So my man like, yo, you can't be wearing no motherfucking blue around here. Nigga, what? Dude, I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man, nigga. I wish the fuck you would come at me on some color shit. So he started reaching in his little pocket and shit. When he reached in his pocket, I pulled my motherfucking thing out. He gonna bag back real quick. No, big homie, it ain't even like that. It ain't even like that. Man, I was just playing. Nigga gonna say, oh, that's a nice watch, Joe. Yeah, that watch right there. I bet, motherfucker. So, no, big homie, it ain't even like that, Joe. You know how it is. No, I don't know how the fuck it is, nigga. But you gonna know how it is. I'm telling y'all. Y'all got kids out here. Y'all better teach your motherfuckers some manners, because I swear to God, I knock they motherfucking shit back. I don't bother nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. I'm a family-oriented man. I stay to myself. But if you fuck with me, nigga, you threaten my life, I'm gonna blow your motherfucking brains out. Y'all got kids out here. Y'all better teach their ass right from wrong, because I don't play no motherfucking games, you dig? No games. Walk the fuck up on me with that shit. Any other nigga would've knocked your motherfucking shit back. Niggas lucky I got patience nowadays. Anyway, it's your boy Chicago's very own J Hustle. Moral of the story, parents, you got kids out here, better teach their ass right from wrong, or you coming to their motherfucking funeral.
He right. He right. Armed society, polite society. Now, how much you want to bet that if he wasn't strapped up, he wouldn't be telling this story? He might have got laid down in Chicago. He might have got laid down in Chicago. Like, this is, yo, your right to self-preservation trumps everything. Your right to self-preservation trumps everything. Okay? All right. Chap this shit. Cracking and bleeding over here. So don't be afraid to defend your life, man. Don't be afraid to defend your life. At every turn, they're trying to take away your right to self-preservation. Here in Maryland, they just passed a law to uphold the assault rifle ban. They just passed the law to uphold the assault rifle ban. The shit is fucking annoying. And I would show you what that means here in Maryland. But if I pick up one of these fucking guns, matter of fact, here, I'll just point. So you see this rifle right here? Okay? This is what you call Maryland compliant, right? And I'm on the fucking cusp of Maryland compliance with this rifle, okay? All right, Jason Strong with the one gifted sub. I appreciate you. So as you can see, this is my very first AR that I built. All right, my very first AR that I built. I don't have a muzzle flash on the front of this because when they first drafted the bill, you couldn't have a fucking flash hider on the front of the gun, right? But then they changed the law, like, well, you can have a flash hider and you can have a collapsible stock, but you can't, but if you have the flash hider and the collapsible stock, you can't have a fucking a rocket launcher. I'm like, what? Like, I'm gonna put a rocket launcher? Are we serious? A grenade launcher. You can't have a grenade launcher. But if you have the stock if you have a stock of the flash hider, you can't have a bayonet. I'm like, what the fuck? Like a bunch of arbitrary rules to make shit unappealing to the average gun enthusiast or citizen. Right? Yeah, Nick, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Right? Now I haven't changed the barrel because I love the way this gun shoots. Haven't changed the barrel because I love the way the gun shoots. Right? But before I was like, I'm gonna just change the barrel. I can do all that shit now. You know what I mean? But now they've reinstated the quote unquote assault rifle ban in Maryland, which is the dumbest shit in the world. It's fucking stupid. They really want to be like California. They want me to have to change that gun, or if any future guns that I get gonna be super fucking neutered. And the reason for that shit is this. It's not because we're a danger to ourselves and others. It's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. They don't want us rising up against them. They don't want us rising up against them. They don't want us to be able to match fire with fire. That's all that is. They want to hamper that. And I told you guys, the only thing that holds the Constitution together in the first place is the Second Amendment. And if you get rid of the Second Amendment, you might as well just wipe your ass with the Constitution because there's nothing there to enforce it. The Second Amendment is the enforcement of the Constitution. That shit ain't there. You might as well just wipe your ass with it. They can do whatever the fuck they want at that point. When you gonna fight them with fucking sticks and stones? You gonna get a slingshot like David and learn how to spin that bitch? They want you helpless. They want you dependent on the government. They want to relegate us to fucking revolvers and shotguns. Like I said, the story we just watched with the guy. What happened if he wasn't strapped? Huh? What happened if he wasn't strapped? Kid probably laid him down for quote unquote disrespect, because these YNs have no respect for OGs. These YNs have no respect for the OG. And the shit is sad, yo. It's fucking sad. It's fucking ridiculous, yo. Where we at? So I encourage here we go. Look, this is the motherfucker I'm talking about right here. Look at this dude. Look at this shit. Okay, this is the guy that was in Colorado.
We're here, brother. We're here. We can't do nothing about that.
Oh, Lord.
We're here, brother.
We're here, brother.
We're here.
The fuck?
We can't do nothing about that. We're here, brother. We're here. We can't do.
They sitting there trying to fucking have a conversation with. We're here, brother. Like, you trying to talk him down. Fuck that. They trying to talk this man down. Fuck that. I'd have talked him down, all right. I'd talk shit while I was putting holes right in his fucking midsection. This shit is crazy. Listen.
We're here, brother. We're here. We can't do nothing about that. We can't do nothing.
We can!
Not here.
Not here, bro.
He's on taking video right now.
This is the funny part, right? 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's counter protesters protesting the fucking the other side. We're here, brother, but we can't do nothing here. Like, not like this. Not like this, bro. Come on, bro. Put him down, bro. You ready to fuck everybody up. Exactly, though. They should have just before you see them, they over there attending. You just stay over there attending to somebody that then got fucking burnt the fuck up by him. There should have been a plethora of fucking bullets hitting his ass. You know how you help him? You lay that nigga down and then you go and you try to render first aid to save him until the fucking ambulance gets there. That's what you do.
He was wearing an orange suit with like
He's still holding him in his hand, no shirt.
alcohol, but what he did was he made it look like he was here. He's making Molotov cocktails.
So apparently he had Molotov cocktails and he was using like a spray bottle and like a lighter to make fucking a makeshift flamethrower. What the? You know what? You see this shit right here? Look. You see in the background. You see the flag in the background. You see the fucking flag in the background, right? Shit is crazy, yo. This shit is crazy. Fuego says start encouraging him to torture himself. Yeah, right? Like ChatGPT did with the one guy. Told him to kill himself to save America, save the world.
And for us,
But we can't do it when he's got Molotov cocktails in
if you are fighting,
We can't do nothing because he got Molotov. You hear what he said?
But we can't do it when he's got Molotov cocktails in
if you are fighting,
Shoot that nigga. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. Well, he got Molotov cocktails on him right now. We can't do nothing about it. You can put a bullet in that nigga. That's what you can do. That's the fuck you can do. Oh, but wait, y'all done fucking gave those rights away. Y'all done gave those fucking rights away because you want to be up there fucking being hippies. It's all peace and love, man. All the marijuana you want, man. Y'all done gave away y'all fucking gun rights in Colorado. Now you got a fucking threat. That's a free body. That's a free body. Oh man, we can't do nothing because he has a Molotov cocktail, man. That this should have been in fucking Texas or fucking, I don't know, Wyoming or in any hood near you. He might not have got the first cocktail off. He might not have got the first cocktail off.
you have the
That's what he's got right here. His Molotov. Right there.
They are killers.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
How many children?
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this nigga. They trying to plead with this man. He's already hurt people. He set people on fire. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking the way I'm thinking? De-escalation, that shit went out the window the minute he threw the first one. He there looking for Kid Cudi car. Oh shit. Fuck that shit. That shit is crazy. Am I losing my mind? I'm sorry. The minute he threw the first cocktail on somebody, he had to go. He'd have had to go. No, fuck that. He do like comic book man from The Simpsons. That is fucking hilarious. He don't even look like he Palestinian. He look like he from fucking Ukraine. That's another good question, when Loser Road. Where the fuck was the police? The state wants you dependent on them. Hey, you don't need these guns, guys. We got your back. Where the fuck was the police? How's he able to sit there and do all this marching back and forth and speaking and shit, and not one officer laid this nigga down? Pop said the police behind the camera. Montoya said she'd have put the arrow in his ass. Hey, when seconds count, cops are minutes away, or just not there at all. Oh man, this shit is crazy. What's up, Diamond DJ? This shit is crazy, yo. This big ass Ukrainian, because he ain't Palestinian, out there talking about free Palestine or wherever the fuck you from the Czech Republic. Who knows where he's from? Anybody know where he's from? Because apparently he's illegal. He's not even supposed to be here. Like he's overstayed his visa or something like that. He's just here. Y'all think he a fucking what was Russia's version of MK Ultra? What was that shit called? Enigma or some shit? What was that shit called? That was the German shit, wasn't it? What was the Russian version of fucking the MK Ultra shit? He can't do anything. He has cocktails. He's from Turkey? It's a big ass Turkish dude. Okay, well then he's Muslim, right? Okay. You thought he was, that's a big ass Latin. No, maybe the dude in the fucking shirt over there might have been Latin. That motherfucker like he wrestled bears. That shit is crazy, man. But y'all, don't let them take you gotta understand the importance of self-preservation. And you can't save yourself with, you ain't got nothing to save yourself with. All right, I'm not saying guns and knives are your only option. You know, you still need to learn to use your fucking hands and feet. You gotta be able to get to the fucking gun and the knife. Might be in a situation where you gotta knock a nigga out and then get to your shit. You know what I mean? But this shit is wild to me, man. The fact that he was sitting there pacing back and forth. He set motherfuckers on fire. They said 11 injured, right? 11 injured and 1 was in critical condition. Did they make it? After that, he's sitting here marching, just fucking waxing poetic. No police. You should have been shot the fucking Swiss cheese. He should have been doing the motherfucking bullet dance. He should have been doing the bullet dance. Shit is wild, man. Keep your head on the swivel, yo, because shit like this is going to be happening a lot. I'm just letting you know, okay? This shit like this is going to be happening a lot. I told you that shit over there in Palestine and on the Gaza Strip, that's some biblical shit. That's some biblical shit going down. It ain't got shit to do with resources. It ain't got shit to do with nothing. It got shit. It's got everything to do with who's the rightful heir to that land. Period. The Ukraine shit is ramping back up again. They done took out a fucking bridge and all this other shit. They pissing Putin the fuck off. He pissing Putin the fuck off. He gonna lose his restraint, and he gonna fuck everybody up over there. That's probably what the fuck they probably distracting us from fucking World War III. Putin retaliated today. They probably distracting from World War III about to go down. Shit about to get wild, bro. I'm just letting y'all know. Just don't let the tail wag the dog. And this Trump Elon shit is the tail wagging the dog. Who's asking for a mini nuke? Ukraine? Oh, man, that shit is crazy. They tripping. Fucking mini nuke. They is tripping. I think I came up with a note. I think I came up with a new design for the top part. I'm gonna take this part right here. Hold on. I'm gonna take this part right here, right? You'll see it. So this design I'm gonna put under the hat. Right? And then up top, I got a whole nother design. Hopefully y'all like it. So I'll have it made up in the next, I don't know, week or so, I think. Have it made up the next week or so. You said Zelensky isn't going to make it to 2026? I don't think so either. Pop. Zelensky going, I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he just gets the Dolph treatment. He gets the old Dolph treatment. Do I got the paw gear ready? Oh, yeah, I'm going to get that shirt made. I'm going to get the, I was going to make my own logo, but the logo that was named Rich G or whatever it was on over there in the chat, that was decent. I'm going to take that shit and get it made. I'll probably get it made tomorrow. I'll probably get the shirt made tomorrow. Wear that shit on Monday. Wear that shit on Monday. Or if Renee come up with something else, I'm going to go get that shit made. Period. Here's a message from President Doe Dubes. This is the president from is a public service announcement from President Doe Dubes. Time to drop a really big truth bomb. Hotep Jesus on the Goldstein list. That's why he's forced to host a podcast with him every week. That is funny. See, Doe already know. He already knows a whole fucking song and dance. He already knows some bullshit going on with this Trump Elon shit. He already know. That is funny. That shit is hilarious. Oh man. I got a question for you guys. Am I tripping? Who the fuck eats at Arby's? Who the fuck eats at Arby's? I just need to know. I know this shit is random. You eat at Arby's, bro? And I'm saying it like this because I like the beef and cheddars. All right? I like the beef and cheddars, okay? The beef and cheddars are good. All right? But I'm saying it because I never see a fucking line at Arby's. Like, you go to Chick-fil-A, it's a line. You go to McDonald's, there's a line at the drive-thru. You go to fucking Sonic, it's a fucking line at the drive-thru. You pick a fucking fast food. Arby's, I never see. Not only do I not see cars in the drive-thru, I don't see cars in the parking lot. And every Arby's that I've been to, because like I said, I do like beef and cheddars from Arby's, okay? When I got the urge to get a beef and cheddar from Arby's, I go in there, and I'm the only fucking customer. Is Arby's a CIA front? Is Arby's like a CIA front or is like a drug front? How are they still in business? Is what I'm asking. I'm not saying that it's not good. What I'm saying is that I see all of the advertisement on TV. We have the meats. And then pause. And then you go to any, I don't care, everywhere I've been, I've never seen an Arby's line. How they keeping the lights on? How the fuck is Arby's keeping the lights on? That's my question. They had AI taking orders at Burger King? That's wild. Is that what it is? They just got faster service than everybody? Montoya said, is it real beef? The drive-thru gets crowded at the one you're at? I've never seen a crowded Arby's. Justin said 3 medium roast beef was 2 meals in a bulk. What's that? Oh, 2 meals in a box? Pop says the roast beef is pink slime. Do they really? Will you send it at, Jonah? You send it to what? Twitter, or you send it to you send it to IG? I don't know. Look, I'm not saying that it's not good because, like I said, I like the beef and cheddars at Arby's. I do. I that's what I get. Like, I'm a creature of habit. So, like, if I go to a place, I got what I'm gonna get. I don't really deviate from what I get there. So, like, beef and cheddar is what I get from Arby's, right? If I go to McDonald's, whenever I go to McDonald's, I get a number 3 large. Okay? And a 20-piece nugget. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you fucking judge me. Burger King, I gotta get a double Whopper, heavy everything. Heavy everything. Five Guys, I gotta get a double cheeseburger, extra patty, wrapped in lettuce, all the way. I go to Five Guys. That's what I get there. But that's what I get. I stick to that when I go to these places. If I go to Panera Bread, give me the bacon turkey Bravo. I don't even think I've had anything else on the Panera Bread's fucking menu. So when I go to Arby's, I get a beef and cheddar. Or they have what's called, like when I'm on my keto chip, the fucking meat mountain.
Pause.
All right, now I'll get a meat mountain.
Pause.
But it's still good. But it's just like I never see a line for Arby's. So I'll be like, how the fuck is it still in? How are they keeping the lights on? They can't be getting that many customers to where they can still stay in fucking business. And I used to think the same shit about fucking what's that shit was called? Boston Market. Like Boston Market fell off big time after like the 90s. That shit fell off big time. I was like, how the fuck is Boston Market still keeping the lights on? How's Arby's keeping the lights on and we can't even go sit at a proper Pizza Hut no more? We can't go sit at a proper Pizza Hut no more. Where you send it to, Jonah? Did I miss what you said you sent it to? You sent it to X? How come I don't see that shit? Oh, okay, it came up now. I just said that. Oh, what the fuck is this, Jonah? You about to get me? Jonah, don't get me fucking banned. Oh shit, it's an Arby. Hold on. It says, what is going on over at Arby's X account? The cryptic video with the return is near. Now appears on their rebrand page. It kind of looks like an Egyptian theme. I didn't know they were still in business, to be honest. Oh shit, hold on. What's this? What the fuck? Is that the all seeing eye? Why does it stop playing? I don't know why this shit keep pausing. All right. Somebody who know quick Roman math. Somebody that know quick Roman math. What the fuck does that say? Does that say 2025, I'm assuming? Is that what that's supposed to be saying? Does that say 2025? Or 2020? What does that say? 2020, what? What's that say? What's that for? Is this old? 20, is that 2024? XX? What's that? 7/1/2025? July 1st? Okay, thank you. What the fuck was that about? That was 2024, wasn't it? Or was it 20? I don't know. Whatever. What the fuck was that about? I don't like, how does Arby's have the money to do that? How does Arby's have the money to do that? All right. Like I just be I go to my father's house, I be getting on the highway and I look to my right and there's an Arby's. And that Arby's been there for a while. That Arby's has been there for quite a while. I know it's been there for at least, it had been there, it has to been, how old is my daughter? That should have been there for at least 20 years. But I never see a line there. Then I was driving, what was I at? I forgot where I was driving to, and this had a coming soon, Arby's. I'm like, the fuck? But we can't go sit at a decent Pizza Hut no more. We can't go sit at a, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be some kind of money laundering. It's gotta be some kind of front. It's gotta be. Arby's has to be some kind of front. Sorry, guys. But y'all remember, come on, how many people in the chat, fire emojis in the chat if you remember going to Pizza Hut when you was a kid? Fire emojis in the chat if you remember going to Pizza Hut as a kid. Oh, shit. Damn it, Grace. I got to get her on the channel, man. Shout out to Really Graceful, man. Shout out to Really Graceful. What I'll say is this. I don't want to show her video on the stream because, you know, I respect her. But she has on her channel What the Media Won't Tell You About Trump versus Musk feud. I need to check her out. I got to get her on the channel. Anyway, so let's do this. Let me see. Pizza Hut. Let me see. See if we can't find something real quick. Is this the only? Because it's only like, then they say there's only like one Pizza Hut still left around. I mean, that you could actually go sit down and eat the food. Let's look at this commercial. Go ahead and go pause that real quick. Old ass commercial. Look at this. All you can eat Sunday buffet, a $3.99. Kids under 10, $1.99. This is what CC's wish it was. I remember Pizza Hut having a salad buffet. I remember that. Y'all remember the salad buffet? Y'all remember Pizza Hut having a salad buffet? Like, we had a Pizza Hut around here, like, up until, like, I think when COVID hit. When COVID hit, it fucking went under. You could still dine at that Pizza Hut. You can still dine at that Pizza Hut. Now, you can't find it no more. I miss that. I miss it. What is this? This is the one I think they said is left. This is the one that's left.
The most retro Pizza Hut. It's supposed to be a dead.
They look like they're gonna eat a lot of pizza.
Pizza Hut's it's good pizza, right? Let's head inside.
Let's just go.
The classic Pizza Hut. So we're gonna head on in. We're gonna get some of this pizza. It's gonna be interesting.
They look like they're gonna eat a lot of pizza.
What this looks like on the inside. Of course, the building.
Ooh, hold up, damn it! Come on, Bob Big Boy. Bob Big Boy was my jam. We had a Bob Big Boy here, right? We had a Bob Big Boy here, and then it turned into a Shoney's. I used to love going to either one. It didn't even matter for me.
On the outside,
this was
really
elite
good.
Pizza dining, okay?
So
you're right.
Yeah. And I already noticed. I've noticed that there's different license plates.
Oh my god, get in the
it's
fucking store.
I'll let y'all in.
Each of them gonna get a personal pan and a large.
I can't wait to see the inside of this place. Wow.
And this is in Ohio, Hillsboro, Ohio. He just gonna say that. I just want
back seat windows.
That's what I want to see. Look at this shit. That shit just bring back That bring back memories. Just right here. This brings back memories. Even with the chandeliers or the lamps above the tables. This right here takes me back to 1990. Okay? That's as far as back I can remember going to a Pizza Hut. I went there for like a birthday or something like that. All right. What's your favorite Pizza Hut pizza though? Right? Me, I'm a Supreme person. Supreme hand tossed. Deep dish. Deep dish Supreme hand tossed pizza. That's me. So when I used to ask my mother, like, can we get the Supreme pizza? That's what I want. I wasn't one of them kids. The meat lovers pop. I can get with that. Yes. Exactly, Joe. Exactly. I want some of those. I wonder if I can go on Amazon right now and get me some red plastic Pizza Hut cups. Turn Pepsi into liquid crack. Man. But yeah, like this brings back memories right here. Birthday parties. Now the ones that I would go to, right? I don't know, or maybe you see it. Maybe they got one in here. It always had a fireplace in the center of the Pizza Hut. It always had a little fireplace in the center of the Pizza Hut. Maybe they got it here. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it.
Our original.
If I could turn my basement into a Pizza Hut theme basement, I would.
With the vinyl back seats, the checkered cloths, and they have classic photos on the walls.
Okay, my nigga. I just want to see
what Pizza Hut looked like over
let's see.
memories when I first started dating you, and they had one in Port Huron, which was the same.
I don't care about that. Oh, let's look at it.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's cool. I like it.
Now, one thing I will say though, Pizza Hut coming out that hot ass. Yeah. But I will say though, being an adult, when I do get Pizza Hut, I gotta get the stuffed crust. I don't care that Little Caesar has a stuffed crust pizza. It's ass. Okay? It's ass compared to Pizza Hut stuffed crust. And when I was a kid, we didn't get the Pizza Hut stuffed crust too much because it cost a little more. Okay? It was on a budget. All right? Had a bunch of, if we was going to Pizza Hut, it was me and my mother and my father and my cousins and my uncles and shit. We was getting regular. We was getting hand tossed deep dish pizza, or pan pizza, hand tossed pan pizza. What it was, pan. And I would ask for, I wanted the Supreme, and luckily I would get the Supreme because my father always wanted the Supreme pizza too. I wasn't one of them kids that just only like fucking pepperonis or cheese. Nah, I need the works. All right, a growing boy. But yeah, stuffed crust was revolutionary, bro. Nobody did it like the Hut. Nobody does pizza like the Hut. But I'm trying to figure out how Pizza Hut is like. I think COVID killed it. Did DoorDash kill it? Is that what happened? Did DoorDash kill Pizza Hut? Did DoorDash kill a lot of dining establishments? Yeah, stuffed crust definitely was big pimping back in the day. You was flexing nuts. You was flexing nuts if you had the stuffed crust. Look at this. Them fucking whatever the fuck, they look like ass. Like, I don't know if Pizza Hut, like back when I was a kid, I don't know if Pizza Hut had I don't know if Pizza Hut had wings and shit back then. I don't remember them ever having wings, like not like in the 90s, maybe in the 2000s. Like, I don't need to hear your like, is the pizza still consistent? Like, I'm sure, you know, pizza, sort of pizza is still consistent. It's the same recipes. But Pizza Hut was a classic, man. I would love to see more pizza. Like, you know what I want to see come back? And y'all might call me crazy. I want to see Pizza Hut come back. Right? I want to see Pizza Hut come back. And I want to see Blockbusters come back. I want to see Pizza Hut come back, and I want to see but not fuck Hollywood Video. Don't give a fuck about Hollywood Video. I want to see Blockbuster come back. Now I don't know if it's possible, but everything like comes full circle. Like my daughter, she go to school dressed like Moesha and shit. You were so chicken back then? You still got Blockbuster? Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I don't like. Could Blockbuster work now? Could Blockbuster work now? You know, like it would be fun, right? To take your kid to a Blockbuster. Now, my daughter used to go with me, but she was like a baby. She wasn't that old. My daughter might have been like 3. Because like we still had a Blockbuster here for a while. I think up until like 2012, 2013, we had a Blockbuster, and then we finally went out of business. But it'd be cool to take your kid to Blockbuster and show them the struggle of going to Blockbuster. Show them the struggle of going to Blockbuster and looking for the movie or the video game. For me, it was always the video game that I wanted to see or wanted to play, and that shit was never in fucking stock. It was never in stock. Like, it'd be something like Gran Turismo or Oh, you know what it was? The one that I could never get was the fucking the South Park video game. Y'all remember the South Park video game that came out? I had a Nintendo 64, I think it was. And I wanted the South Park video game. Every time we went to fucking Blockbuster, that shit was always gone. And then I had to go up to the front and ask the person at the front, could they look inside the return bin and see if somebody returned South Park. It was just torture, okay? Torture. It can only be games now. Like that shit used to be the Blockbuster video game challenge. Anybody participate in that shit? I did. I participated in the Blockbuster video game challenge. I made it to the 3rd round. Got my ass whooped by a white boy that was faster than me in fucking Sonic. It wasn't Sonic. It wasn't Sonic. It was the whale. What was the dolphin? Was it Echo? The Echo fucking game. Like Sonic always did good with Sonic. I did good with like Madden. But it was like we get to that 3rd round, it'd be Echo. Echo the Dolphin. That was the fucking stupidest game ever. Echo was the dumbest game in the world. I hated that game. And I would always get to the 3rd round and play fucking Echo, and I just get my ass whooped. Cause I'm just like, what the fuck is the point of the game? I still don't know what the point of Echo is. Just to explore the fucking ocean. Echo was like, No Man's Sky is Echo back in the 90s. Is what Echo was in the 90s. That's what like Echo reminded me. It's like No Man's Sky. I want Blockbuster to come back. I need Pizza Hut to come back. Okay. All right. The Sizzler. Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays was fine dining. Okay. You know how many dates I went on to Ruby Tuesdays? Ruby Tuesdays was fine dining. Okay. Even Ruby Tuesdays had the salad bar. That shit was slapping. Oh, I remember Road Rash. I had braces and shit, and I would go to the dentist, and I'd be playing Road Rash because they had the Sega. They had it on like Sega CD or some shit like that. And I played Road Rash until they called me in the back and fucking tortured me. They fucking tortured me. Oh, I remember the bucket coupons. I remember the bucket coupons. We did get those in elementary school. I remember them. I think I might have got 3. I think I might have got 3 bucket coupons where I got personal pan pizzas. But like the only Pizza Hut we had was like in Glen Burnie, Maryland, which was too damn far to go to Pizza Hut. The only time I'll be able to use those is when I went to see my grandparents. That's the only time I could use them because we didn't really have a Pizza Hut in the hood. Like if the only one that they had was like Owens Mills. That was it. I don't think there was no Pizza Hut in the hood. Like not close to my house. We had to go to Glen Burnie, we had to go to Owens Mills for Pizza Hut. Montoya said, I dislike every place you mentioned so far. What about art? What about Bennigan's? What about Bennigan's? No? Did y'all have a Bennigan's? Again, I'm a creature of habit, right? Bennigan's, I would just get the Monte Cristo. That's all I got from Bennigan's was the Monte Cristo, and they had some good ribs. That was it. It was just between them two. I took my wife on a date to Bennigan's. Bennigan's was fucking great. You went to Bennigan's in El Salvador? That's interesting. I remember me and Jay was having an argument on the channel, right? We was having an argument on the channel, right? We was having an argument on the channel about Wendy's. I remember when I was a kid, it was a Wendy's by my cousin's house. Like, I was like, I might have been 13. I might have been 13. I think he was like 16 or 17. And I would just be riding out with him. He had the 12s. He had the woofers in the trunk of the fucking Dodge Windstar or whatever fucking the Dodge Caravan that he had from like 96 or 93 Dodge Caravan. Blue. He had his fucking powder blue 93 Dodge Caravan with a mean ass system in that bitch. We were riding out and we would stop at Wendy's almost every day. And he would get chicken. It could be a chicken box. It wasn't like the chicken sandwich. I'm talking about like a 3-piece with a biscuit. And Jay did not believe me that Wendy's sold chicken here. And I tried to go back to that Wendy's and it's no longer there anymore. It's almost like it's a Mandela effect. But he remembers it. He remembers it. I saw him and I was like, yo, you remember when you get? He said, yeah, yeah. Pizza Hut, the Bennigan's is hilarious. Bennigan's was the fucking jam, yo. I remember when 9/11 happened. I sound like an old ass man. I remember when 9/11 happened, right? And I chirped my sister on the next teller and told her ass, like, meet me at the car. We out. They used to have a spaghetti bar? I didn't know that. Wendy's does chicken in Canada. See? All right, got you, Montoya. I got some friends that live over in the Bay Area. But 9/11, I remember that shit. So we got the hell out of Dodge, went home. I was scared to go home because my father's house is right next to a fucking government building. I was like, they going to attack all the buildings. We going to die. Oh shit! All right, brought it out of here. We going to die. And then, like, all my friends met me at the house, at our house, because they all, I don't know why they came to my house. I feel like they came to my house because they knew that I lived next to, like, a government building. And they wanted to see if some shit was going to happen there. These niggas was crazy. Anyway, we over there chilling at the house. My father scared all my friends off. All right. The Carter 6 out? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. 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 We might have to go to kick for that. I remember that was like 12 hours ago. Here you go. Anyway, so our coaches called us. And he's like, what y'all doing? Y'all good? I'm like, yeah, we straight. He's like, we at Bennigan's. So we went up there. And we was chilling. And all the coaches was up there getting drunk. All the coaches up there getting drunk at Bennigan's. And we sitting there. They bought us all food and shit. And we just sitting there. Talk about my crazy ass father telling us all we got to go to war now. they going to draft you. Scared the shit out of my friends. They like, man, your father fucking crazy. But we went up there, yo, Bennigan's, man. So many memories in Bennigan's, yo. So many memories in Bennigan's. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Some of those memories I can't tell y'all on this stream. Oh man. I just like nostalgic stuff, right? And I've been getting really nostalgic as of late, right? I've been getting really nostalgic as of late. So like shit like this, right? Like shit like this is what I'll sit in the house, right? I'll sit in the house and I'll watch some shit like this. Check this out. I'll sit in the house and I'll get inspired to fucking make it. So for example, I made homemade pot pie 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago for the first time. I made homemade pot pie. Fucking delicious. Fucking delicious. I made homemade pot pie because I was watching one of these fucking little nostalgic fucking shows. Like, check this shit out. All right. Like, we gonna, you know, it's just, I don't even know how long this shit is. Oh, it's only 15 minutes. That's not. Oh, hold on. I gotta turn this up.
To taste again. Curious which iconic flavors from the 80s we are dying to taste again. Today, we've rounded up 18 foods that we'd love to see make a comeback. The frosty sweetness of pudding pops coupled with the soothing warmth of hot buttered Cheerios has us eagerly awaiting, lips prepped, and
Like some of this shit, I'm like, wait a minute. Like, what the fuck? See, look, Montoya says she love homemade pot pie. Yo, it's slap.
Ready. Before we start, has anyone else's mouth already started watering? No, just me then. In the heart of the 1980s, pudding pops were the go-to frozen treat, combining the creamy richness of pudding with the cool refreshment of an ice pop. Their disappearance left a void in summer snacking, but there's a stirring nostalgia to bring them back, tapping into the craving for simpler, joy-filled foods of yesteryears.
Now, I was never a fan of pudding pops for some reason. I was never a fan of them. I love pudding. I love pudding, but I never was a fan of pudding pops.
Touch to this classic snack. Pudding pops weren't just memorable for their taste, but also for the way they made a simple pudding feel like a luxurious treat. A common misconception is that they were just frozen pudding. In reality, their texture and flavor were uniquely tailored to create a perfect frozen snack.
Pause, Bill.
Sloppy Joes have remained a steadfast dish despite their peak popularity in the 1980s.
I still make Sloppy Joes. I still make Sloppy Joes to this day. Pudding pops in Spanish fly. Yo, I told somebody that. I was like, yo, y'all tripping. I say Bill Cosby was telling us he was giving bitches, he was slipping Spanish fly in women's drinks. He was saying it in his comedy specials. So when people got mad at like Hannibal Buress for saying that shit, I'm like, yo, I remember when I was a kid, my grandfather used to watch Bill Cosby stand up. He would always talk about putting Spanish fly in girls' drinks, yo. I digress. Sloppy, I still make Sloppy Joes to this day. I'm about to make a Sloppy Joe casserole. I might do that shit this weekend. I might do a Sloppy Joe casserole this weekend.
This hearty, saucy sandwich, often a weeknight staple, has endured because of its simplicity and the fond memories it conjures of family dinners. Unlike many dishes from the 80s, Sloppy Joes never really disappeared. They've simply evolved with variations across the country, proving their versatility. They offer a canvas for creativity, easily adaptable.
A Sloppy Joe taco? I ain't never had a Sloppy Joe taco. That shit that might be alright. Yo, like I gotta doctor up my Sloppy Joe though. I can't just use the seasoning and put it in the ground beef and then let it be that. I gotta add my own seasonings, little brown sugar, shit like that. You know what I mean? Use ground turkey. No, I need to use ground beef. I don't like using. I stay away from ground turkey as much as possible. I can't stand it. I can't stand ground turkey. Now every now and again, my wife would do the okie doke and buy fucking ground turkey instead of ground beef, and I gotta fucking deal with it, and I gotta fucking doctor that shit up to make it taste like something. It just tastes like cardboard to me. But Sloppy Joes though, Montoya fancy Sloppy Joes with Wagyu beef. Oh man, that sounds delicious.
Adaptable to different tastes or dietary preferences. Sloppy Joes were, and still are, a testament to the joy of messy, comforting, home-cooked meals, embodying the spirit of American casual dining.
Oh my man, Cooking with AB.
Favorite with
yo. I love his channel, yo. That's Cooking with AB, yo. I love his channel, yo. I'll be getting good ideas from Cooking with AB. I forgot. There was a couple of things I found out to cook from him. I forgot what it was. But shout out to Cooking with AB.
Each region adding its own twist, showcasing the dish's adaptability. Beef stroganoff, a rich, creamy dish featuring tender strips of beef and mushrooms, was a symbol of sophistication in the 1980s home cooking scene.
Now, I was just about to say that. So the only time I had beef stroganoff was from Hamburger Helper. Now, I know everybody in here remember Hamburger Helper. I got some upstairs right now. I got tuna helper boxes upstairs right now because I found them in the grocery store for like 50 cents. I was excited. Okay? But I used to love the beef stroganoff Hamburger Helper. I used to hope my mother would get that shit. Oh, here go Jonah.
It's a dish that whispers of a time when dinners were events meant to impress and satisfy. While its prominence on dinner tables may have waned, there's a growing appreciation for such hearty, comforting meals, especially those that offer a blend of simplicity and elegance. Beef stroganoff remains available, both in homes and at restaurants that celebrate classic cuisine, highlighting its enduring appeal. This dish was beloved for its rich sauce and the way it made an ordinary evening feel special. Despite its perceived complexity, beef stroganoff can be easily made at home, inviting a new generation to savor its delightful combination of flavors. Chicken Kiev, with its buttery, herbed center encased in a crispy breadcrumb
I just found out
shell,
about this.
was the epitome of gourmet home cooking in the 1980s.
It actually looked pretty decent.
Its decline in popularity might be attributed
like the
to
first
the rise
Hot
of
Pocket out
faster,
this
simpler
bitch.
meal solutions. However, there's a charm to the ceremonial
Yeah, you
cutting
see what I'm talking about?
into
That shit
chicken
like-
Kiev,
that shit was like a-
releasing its aromatic molten heart.
It's like the first
This
Hot
dish
Pocket.
remains a beloved classic in many households, symbolizing the joys of a well-made meal that surprises and delights. Chicken Kiev was memorable not just for its flavor but for the experience it delivered, making it a special occasion dish. Interestingly, not many know that despite its name, Chicken Kiev
And that's
is not
just
of
butter,
Ukrainian
allegedly.
origin, but was likely developed to a
So apparently how you make this, right? How you make this is you take like chicken breast and you take the chicken breast and then you tenderize it and pound it and roll the shit out or whatever. And then you fold the shit over with whatever like what's this, like greens or whatever they put in there, and you put a stick of butter inside with it, like a whole fucking stick of butter in one of them things, and then you fry that shit, and then when you cut into it, the butter just fucking spill out and shit. Pause.
appeal to Western tastes during the Cold War. The 7-layer dip is a
Jack
party
Reeves said
staple
white trash
that
food.
refuses to go out of style. Originating in the Tex-Mex cuisine of the 1980s,
I'm not
this
mad at a
dish
good
is a
7-layer
colorful, flavorful
casserole, yo.
stack of ingredients,
Sorry.
including beans, sour cream, guacamole, and cheese.
Yo, 7-layer
It's
casserole
a testament to the era's love for communal, casual
with some good
dining
like tortilla
experiences.
chips.
Despite the introduction
Shit,
of
all right.
countless new appetizers, the 7-layer dip remains a favorite for its ease of preparation and the
I just called
universal
it a
appeal
Mexican
of
salad.
its layers. It's a dish that invites customization, allowing hosts to add their own twist. What's special about the 7-layer dip is how it brings people together, gathered around a single dish.
Okay, he done burnt the shit out of himself. He done burnt the shit out of himself. He eating over the fucking casserole itself. Like, no, that's your casserole now, bro. You got fucking mustache and fucking whiskers all inside the casserole. You probably done slobbered in that bitch because you done burnt the fuck out of yourself. Like, god damn, yo, you couldn't get a plate?
It brings people together.
And then he gonna
gathered
shake his
around a
hands
single
off over
dish,
top of this shit.
diving into its rich layers, a truly interactive eating experience. Tricolor pasta salad, vibrant with its mix of colorful pasta, vegetables, and a zesty
Now, I'm a
dressing,
big fan of pasta
became a
salads,
picnic
guys.
and
I'm a
potluck
big fan of
sensation in the
big fan of pasta salads, and
It
it's so easy to
symbolized
fucking
the
make.
era's exploration
It's so
into more
easy to
diverse
make.
cuisines and ingredients, incorporating the then novel rainbow pasta. While its popularity may have dimmed as palates evolved towards more sophisticated salads,
HJ gonna
its
make
appeal
rainbow
lies in
pasta
its
salad for
simplicity
Pride
and
Month.
the nostalgia it evokes for summertime gatherings.
Pause.
The salad was memorable for its visual appeal and the way it brightened tables with its array of colors. Today, it can easily be recreated at home, offering a canvas for creativity in choosing dressings and add-ins, proving that some classics can stand the test of time
Oh, it's
and
chives.
taste trends. In the hustle of the 1980s, Carnation breakfast bars offered a convenient, nutritious start to the day, embodying the era's burgeoning interest in on-the-go meals. Their disappearance from the market left many yearning for the unique blend of convenience and taste they offered. Today, while similar products exist, the original bars have a nostalgic charm that modern equivalents struggle to capture. They were a pioneer in the breakfast bar market, making them memorable for their role in introducing the concept of breakfast that could fit in your hand. Interestingly, not many know that these bars were
Fuck that. I be staying away from shit like that. And the reason why I stay away from shit like that, I'll eat the entire box in one sitting. I will eat the entire box, okay, in one sitting. All right? I'm just saying. Like, they be trying to advertise that shit like 1 bar is all you need. Nah, motherfucker. I'm going to eat all 10 of them bitches.
Were among the first to combine nutrition with convenience, setting the stage for the myriad of snack bars available today. A common misconception is that these were just candy bars in disguise, but they were actually designed to provide a balanced start to the day. Peanut butter boppers, a delightful mix of peanut butter and various coatings, struck a chord in the 1980s snack scene. Their gradual fade from store shelves has left fans reminiscing about their unique taste and texture. However, the spirit of peanut butter boppers lives on through DIY recipes and the occasional resurgence in retro-themed stores.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
These treats were not just another snack. They represented the innovative and playful food creations of the time, blending flavors and textures in a novel way. Peanut butter boppers were a nationwide craze, illustrating the era's appetite for peanut butter in new forms.
They said this was in the 80s? I don't remember this.
A little-known fact is that these snacks were ahead of their time, combining the energy boost of peanut butter with the convenience of a grab-and-go snack, a format that remains popular today. Hot buttered Cheerios, a simple yet ingenious snack, turned a breakfast cereal into a savory treat.
Tough break, nigga.
Hold on, sorry. Hot buttered Cheerios? Is that what they just said? That sounds like some caucasity audacity.
Hot buttered Cheerios,
hot buttered
a simple
Cheerios.
yet ingenious snack, turned a breakfast cereal into a savory treat, showcasing the versatility of pantry staples during the 1980s.
Hot buttered Cheerios.
While they might have faded from the mainstream, there's a growing interest in revisiting such straightforward, comforting recipes. This snack's appeal lies in its simplicity and the transformation of a familiar breakfast item into something novel and satisfying for any time of day. Hot buttered Cheerios were a hit across the nation, proving that great flavors don't always come from complex recipes. Not many know that this snack originated from a desire to repurpose breakfast cereal in a fun, tasty way, demonstrating the era's knack for culinary creativity. The common misconception that hot buttered Cheerios are bland is quickly dispelled once the rich, toasty, and slightly salty flavors hit your palate. The plum tort, especially as it rose to fame in the 1980s through a widely shared New York Times recipe, became a symbol of seasonal simplicity and elegance. Its decline in visibility can be attributed to the influx of more exotic and intricate desserts. Yet, there's a resurgence of interest in this minimalist dessert, reflecting a broader trend towards simplicity and seasonality in baking. The plum tort was celebrated not just for its delicious flavor, but for its ability to highlight the plum's natural sweetness, making each bite a blend of tart and sweet. This dessert transcended regional popularity, becoming a cherished recipe among home bakers nationwide. A lesser-known fact about the plum tort is its role in promoting the use of seasonal fruits in desserts, encouraging cooks to think locally and seasonally long before it became a culinary movement. Dirt cake, with its playful presentation and rich, creamy taste, captured the imagination of kids and adults alike in the 1980s.
I do remember this.
This dessert's gradual disappearance from the spotlight can be seen as a move towards healthier, less processed options. However, its nostalgic appeal and the joy it brings to gatherings make it a timeless treat. Dirt cake was more than just a dessert. It was an experience, offering a creative and fun way to enjoy a sweet
I ain't never
treat.
have it with the
Its appeal was widespread, creating fond memories at birthday parties and family events across the country. Something not widely known
I'm sitting here thinking about it now,
is its
Montoya.
adaptability. It can be made in various ways to cater to different dietary needs or preferences.
It was the first check
proving
mix.
that some traditions can evolve while maintaining their
plums,
joy.
if you let them sit in the refrigerator for a few days, yo, they is
Chicken with its
super
light
fucking
lemony
sweet
sauce and tender
savory.
chicken became a favorite.
Hold on, we gotta go back. What's this?
Chicken Française, with its light lemony sauce and tender chicken, became a
boulet food
favorite in
now.
American homes and restaurants during the 1980s
kinda look
for
good,
its
though.
elegant yet approachable flavor profile. As culinary trends shifted towards more global flavors, Chicken
Still make it with gummy
Française
worms?
saw a decline in ubiquity, but never truly left the hearts of those who grew up with it. Today, this dish stands as a testament to the era's embrace of European-inspired cuisine, offering a comforting,
That shit
familiar
look
taste
like
that many
that shit
seek
like
to
a pork chop.
recreate at home. Chicken Française was beloved nationwide, capturing the essence of simple
That shit like
ingredients
egg
transformed
fouillon.
into a sophisticated meal. A common misconception is that chicken Française is overly complex to prepare, yet it remains one of the more accessible gourmet dishes, inviting even novice cooks to explore the richness of its flavors.
That shit look alright.
The Impossible Pie, emblematic of 1980s innovation, fascinated with its self-forming crust, a delightful culinary trick. The recipe's decline was part of a broader shift towards more intricate baking, while its return
The
speaks to a
Impossible
yearning
Pie.
for the comforting, straightforward recipes of the past. As artisanal baking rose, its popularity dipped, yet its simplicity and surprising outcome keep drawing interest back. Universally beloved, it made pie baking accessible,
That just sound
challenging
like
the notion
custard,
that
right?
delicious desserts require complex techniques. This pie is a standout in the impossible
It
recipes
just sound like
family,
custard.
showcasing the decades'
Like,
love for kitchen shortcuts. Contrary
ingredients?
to the belief that its simplicity
like custard
undermines
to
its
me.
value, the Impossible Pie's delightful taste and unique texture celebrate easy preparation, broader shift towards more intricate baking, while its return speaks to a yearning for the comforting,
getting hungry and shit
straightforward
now.
recipes of the past. As artisanal baking rose, its popularity dipped, yet its simplicity and
Ants on a
surprising
log?
outcome keep drawing interest back.
That just sound like a custard. You
Universally
made a custard and you
beloved,
baked it.
it
That should
made
look good
pie
though.
baking accessible,
That should look real good.
challenging the notion that delicious desserts require complex techniques. This pie is a standout in the
Like it looked like rice pudding without the rice in it. It's just the custard from like a rice pudding or bread pudding. I made bread pudding, guys. I made bread pudding on Monday or Sunday. Fucking great.
Impossible Recipes family, showcasing the decades' love for kitchen shortcuts. Contrary to the belief that its simplicity undermines its value, the Impossible Pie's delightful taste and unique texture celebrate easy preparation, proving great desserts don't need to be complicated. Chef Paul Prudhomme's blackened redfish,
Uh-oh,
igniting
what's this? That look good as
1980s
shit.
Cajun cuisine fervor, faced decline due to overfishing concerns, yet sustainable practices have renewed its appeal.
Yo,
Beyond
Pop,
its regional roots, it
I made a rice pudding and took it to my homeboy house, right? They said to bring a dish. So I made rice pudding, right? My mother finally gave me the recipe to the rice pudding. I did a pretty good fucking job on that rice pudding, yo. That shit was fucking good. And then I took the same, because it's basically the same recipe. It's just you take the rice out and put bread in it. And I made a bread pudding. Oh, fucking great. Fucking great. I'm about to be a fucking baker over this bitch.
introduced America to Cajun flavors, remembered for its spicy crust and depth of taste. This dish's revival at home, using sustainable alternatives, continues its legacy. Blackened redfish's intense seasoning and perfect crust crafting are celebrated, embodying fiery satisfaction. It's a testament to the rich cultural tapestry of American cuisine, blending environmental consciousness with culinary tradition. Vol au vent, representing 1980s fine dining elegance, saw diminished popularity with casual dining trends. The revival of this pastry reflects a growing appreciation.
Hey, check this shit out. All right. And don't mind the pan under it. I just do a pan under there just in case shit started spilling over, okay? Just a pan under there, okay? That's what I made right there. That's what I made. That's my bread pudding. That was my first attempt at bread pudding right there. It was still baking, okay? It was still baking, but I was like, damn, this shit's starting to kind of look nice. Starting to look good. That shit with some butter pecan ice cream, yo. That shit with some butter pecan ice cream? Bruh. That shit was fucking great. And I'm not just saying I thought it tasted good, but then like I had other people taste it and they was like, yo, that shit is great. Here go the rice pudding right here. There go the rice pudding right there. Right? That's the rice pudding right there. Now, I just had a really fucking thick pan. That shit was probably like 3 inch. Like I probably had like 2.5 inches of rice pudding. But that shit was fucking great. All right. Oh man. Y'all gonna make me make one again this weekend.
Appreciation for culinary arts and a desire to reconnect with sophisticated dining traditions. Yet, a resurgence in appreciation for classic.
Real quick. Look, I'm telling y'all, I be doing my thing. Look at this shit. You see that? I did that right there. Seafood boil just for moi. Okay? Now, my sister came and snatched some of my stuff out of my plate, and I was sad. But it was delicious. All right? Crawfish, octopus. I had octopus in there with the crawfish and the corn. The shit was fucking great. Okay? And it's nothing like corn that soaked up all of that fucking... It's nothing like corn just soaked up all of that juice out of the fucking pot. And then you sprinkle it with a little Tony Sashers, a little garlic butter. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was just great. That was just great. I sat outside and I enjoyed myself. Then my sister said, ooh, where that's at? She said, ooh, where that's at? Oh man. Look, here go the what the fuck? No, I don't want that. Here go my pot pie right here. Wow, look at that. There's the pot pie right there. Right? So I didn't make it a crust. So what I did, right, was I did the whole pot pie filling. And then I just poured it over some biscuits. That's what I did. It was quick, 15 minutes, tops. Aldi sells shredded rotisserie chicken. So I grabbed that real quick. Some frozen veggies. Cream of chicken. Like 2 cans of cream of chicken. A bouillon cube and some chicken broth. And just brought that shit to a boil. You grew up off rice pudding? Yeah. And it's not hard to make. It's just like, hey, my mother was like, she gave me all the ingredients. She was like, this shit, make it to taste. I was like, okay, make it to taste. I got you. And I did. And I was like, okay, great. It's perfect. Look at this right here. All right. I didn't get this. And look, I didn't get this shit from a carryout. Okay? I didn't get that from a carryout. I did that shit right there. You see that fish? Do you see it? Do you see the fish? Okay, do you see that? I did that shit, all right? You see what that shit look fantastic. That shit look, you see that? I did that, okay? All right. I'm just saying, we had a hotel cookout. You know, I might have to drop a case of catfish. I'm just saying. All right. I be getting it in the kitchen, yo. I gets it in the kitchen. All right. I love to learn to cook and do other shit. Now I'm on this baking thing. Well, I want to learn how to make desserts and shit. Anyway, let's get back to it. Pop said you only an hour from me.
Classic Techniques is bringing it back.
Oh, man.
Esteemed for its flaky pastry and luxurious fillings, Vol au Vent symbolized sophisticated
2 cases,
gatherings.
Montoya.
Home creation recaptures this past elegance, offering insights into the art of pastry. Its name, meaning windblown, aptly describes its light texture. This dish underscores the enduring appeal of traditional culinary arts, blending skill with the beauty of presentation, inviting modern diners to experience a taste of 1980s refinement. Veal tonnato, merging thinly sliced veal with creamy tuna sauce, epitomized 1980s Italian cuisine. Its waning popularity was a sign of changing culinary trends, Yet today there's a curiosity and respect for such classic dishes that beckon a revival. Despite its fade as tastes evolve, its timeless blend of flavors invites rediscovery. Celebrated in upscale settings, it captured the imagination with its blend of meat and fish, challenging perceptions of traditional European dishes. Home preparation allows for exploration of its delicate balance, addressing misconceptions of its heaviness with its light, elegant taste. Veal tonnato stands as a culinary bridge, inviting a journey into Italian gastronomy, celebrating its nuanced, refreshing flavors. Salmon roulettes, blending fresh and smoked salmon into a sophisticated 1980s appetizer, sees a renaissance among charcuterie enthusiasts. Its simplicity and communal serving made it a favorite, bridging regional tastes with its universal appeal. Home preparation invites a revival of this gourmet elegance, showcasing the timeless charm of well-crafted dishes. Adaptable to various fish, it exemplifies culinary versatility. Contrary to the belief of complexity, salmon roulettes are accessible, elevating the appetizer experience with straightforward preparation, embodying the shared joy of refined yet approachable cuisine. Were those forgotten dishes from the 1980s as delicious as you remember? If so, like this video, click subscribe, and stay tuned for more nostalgia trips.
Yo, like I'll sit and I'll watch that shit, right? I'll sit and I'll watch something like that, and like the next thing you know, I'm in the fucking grocery store. Like, I need to learn how to do that. Like, no joke. No joke. I'll be sitting there like, I need to learn that. I need to learn that right now. My father sent me some videos. I don't know, this nigga must have been going down memory lane. Your stomach growling. So I'm the cook in the house. My wife, she good at some stuff, but cooking ain't it. Her mother said, one thing, Shanny know how to make a mean fish stick. That shit is hilarious. But yeah, she can make some quick stuff, but I do all of the meals instead. I do all the meals and stuff. Hold up. Like, this is my father just wanted 2 pieces of catfish. Look at that. You see? Oh, I gotta show y'all where I'm at. He just wanted 2 pieces of catfish. That's what I was like. All right, here you go. 'Cause I was cooking up some catfish. You learn cooking skills from the original Cooking Network. My cooking network is my mother, my grandmother, my uncle. Telling y'all, that fish be jumping. You better make me go outside and fucking thaw some out right now. Y'all gonna make me go outside and thaw that shit out right now. Goodness gracious. It was, man, listen. Like, shit like that I watch all the time. You can use Pillsbury popping 10 biscuits and Campbell chunky soup to make hot pockets. Interesting. See? Y'all give me ideas. And I'm trying to unbig my back. I'm never going to be able to unbig my back. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, what's the other one? Did I not get that one? There we go. That's not to put that in there. Guess not. So I need to unbig my back, people. Okay? I be watching shit like this. They be having like shit like dinner with no money. Long lost sandwiches. I be watching shit like that. Like the sloppy Joe casserole. I'm gonna make that with cornbread. I'm gonna make it with cornbread. I'm gonna make it with cornbread. It's gonna be delicious. It's going to be delicious. All right. All right, here we go. Check this out. My father been sending me these things. This is back when your boy was actually on top of his game, guys.
It helps me get my knees out the way when I have to.
So right now I was teaching my brother how to clean and jerk. Right? I was teaching my brother how to clean and jerk. He was in high school and stuff like that.
It helps me get my knees out the way when I have to. Okay? Instead of being here and then having so far to travel back. Okay? So this is what you want to do. 1, 2, okay? 3, okay? When you get here, go into your front.
But your feet are jumping out.
Yeah, your feet jump out. You don't have the mobility.
Okay.
Okay. So again. 1, 2.
You don't understand how much like the. You don't understand how much like Olympic lifts help your strength. Now, this is, I told you guys, this is, when we were learning how to hunt, right? I told you I was sitting in my father's office. Like, we don't know how to hunt. We don't know how to shoot. We don't know how to do nothing. So a whole year we took to learn all that shit, right? You know? Check this shit out.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So this is me field dressing a boar. All right, or wild hog. So if you got a sensitive stomach, you might not want to watch this part. But you know,
Over here too, right? Yep. So now we gotta get in there and keep moving. Yeah. We don't need to do any Bear Grylls stuff today. Yeah. All right, so. Yeah.
I'll try to be careful because I was reading up. They was like, yeah, like
Okay.
pigs and hogs and boars be having like hepatitis and shit.
Basically,
So
what's holding, just cut it.
There's already so many microorganisms inside of its guts that they start eating it from the inside, and then other things start
Watch
eating
them
it from the outside.
intestines. They'll make a mess.
I thought he had the video when I shot him.
About got her.
Bury it or something, but either way,
There's a hand right on his foot there. I'll give it a pull.
I thought that shit was gonna stink so bad. I thought this shit was gonna stink so bad. It smelled like nothing. It smelled like nothing. Apparently, like when I was learning, it was like, yeah, if you hit the intestine, then you smell all that shit, but you ain't nicked the intestines or nothing, so you're not gonna smell anything. The crazy part is, like, we were still running around hunting, and then we came back to the same spot, and the hogs that was still in the woods, they ate all of the intestines and everything. It was gone within like 20 minutes. I was like, that's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. This is us. Like I said, we shoot bow and arrow. My father would be cheating because he got a crossbow, but we all end up getting bows. This is my little brother Kevin. Yeah, he been on the channel. This is when he was young. Right, he was stealing my shoes even back then. My brother Bishop and then my dad. We was like, I want to say we was 40 or 50 yards. We might have been 40 yards. No. Maybe, 30 or 40 yards out. It was 30 or 40 yards out. This is before he finished his bust too. It was a nice little distance away. They had trapeze muscles and shit. Now you see that right there? You see that's me right there. Right? Hold on. That's me right there. Okay? Alright. Fucking I'm good with my goddamn bow. I'm good with my bow. Just saying. Back it up.
then Brandon, then me and Kevin suck.
That's Brandon.
Turn it off.
Me and my brother Bishop, we was fucking Hawkeye. Fucking Hawkeye. This was one of the first powerlifting competitions I did. My father, he just nigga wore a cowboy hat with everything. This was like $4.95. I think I started at like $4.95 or something like that. I think here, yeah, I started with $4.95. So like, I felt like that was slow. I was mad at myself that day. I was like, this is pretty fucking slow. I should have came off the ground a lot faster with this. So I just gotta get back there, you know. But and this was I won this competition. This is a terrible video, right from an Android, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he sent me all this shit. What's up, Rob? What you say? Down in South Texas, some African warhorses escaped from a game ranch. The guy said they stunk so bad the ants wouldn't even eat the corpse. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that was when I was learning Olympic weightlifting. Like, I had the ability to learn quick. Like, I did that competition like 2 weeks into learning the snatch, and I ended up with like, I'm from like 97 pounds, 95 pounds. So like, I think that was what was that? 245 or 255? Let me see. 245. That was 245. But yeah. Oh man, I'm getting hungry, guys. What time is it? I ain't eating shit. It's 12:45 in the morning. I'm about to take my ass to bed. I got work. I'll eat something tomorrow. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all. If y'all new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you think about the topics at hand. Let me know why you think Arby's is still in fucking business. Oh, man. Anyway, I appreciate you, Jason Strong. NK11, I appreciate you as well. Fuego Basorero, appreciate you for the 11-month subscription, man. He's been a subscriber for 11 months. I appreciate that, man. Anyway, guys. Till next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.